Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. And now that the C-band auction is nearing its end, we're already starting to get articles that are coming out, which this is another great article by Fierce Wireless, that T-Mobile is seeking access to more 2.5 spectrum. Now, I've seen people say and tell me already that T-Mobile is getting a bit greedy and that the FCC under a Democratic presidency may need to step in and say, hey, look, you've already got enough spectrum. You don't get to bid on any future auctions that involve around spectrum. Now, I personally would have agreed for T-Mobile to focus on auction 108, which will be additional 2.5 spectrum versus C-band. But that's up to T-Mobile. They want to solidify that they have the strongest and biggest spectrum advantage, licensed sub 6 gigahertz spectrum in the industry. They want to solidify that. They've said it plenty of times that they want to remain the leader going into 5G, just like Verizon was the leader in 4G LTE. Now, just a backstory for some of you who are new to the channel. Verizon did not become the leader in 4G LTE because they had the most amount of spectrum. So just to throw that out there, they've in fact had the least amount of spectrum per subscriber for quite some time. They did not purchase any AWS-3. They didn't purchase any Band 30, which was another higher frequency spectrum. They gave most of those channels away to licenses away to AT&T in the bidding. AT&T just outbid them. Now with C-band, that's expected to change, but they maintain a great network with building small cells and building sites. Now T-Mobile wants to obtain that leadership with a ton of spectrum. I think there has to be a balance. I think T-Mobile just can't go and start throwing spectrum at the sites and expect it to be the end-all be-all, like the solutions to everything. I think they have to start incorporating more small cells at a far bigger volume, and they still have to continue densifying its network with macros. That's what Verizon has done in the LTE era. They did not purchase spectrum other than millimeter wave, but they relentlessly continued building and improving the network on a yearly basis. If they were not adding small cells, they were building macros. If they were not building macros, they were adding small cells. If they were not doing both in the bigger markets, then they were adding their own fiber. So they're always relentlessly doing something to make the network future-proof. So again, let me know if you think T-Mobile is starting to get greedy with spectrum. They're going to sit on a lot of spectrum that we likely won't see for years. They have to roll out the spectrum that they have now at scale. So they got to push that. They got to get that out there. And that's going to take them a little bit more time. I know in some markets they're already far along, like my market, El Paso, they're already, I would have to say now at 70% complete throughout the whole market. But there's other markets where they still have plenty of work. There's still got to be backhaul improvements made. Circuits need to be increased. There are some markets that still don't have low band on sites. So there's still a lot of work to do for T-Mobile to really get the network to the standard of the big two. Backup generators, I mean, the list goes on and on. But having spectrum, having those assets, of course, is very important. And the fact that they may have more of that spectrum than its competition could lead for T-Mobile to be the leader as they had planned on for a very long time. So let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. Look forward to reading all the comments. I will leave this article in the description so you guys can check it out in its entirety. If you have been on the channel or you are new to the channel and you have not yet liked, share, subscribe, make sure you do so. Hit the notification bell as well so you are notified when the content does go live. If YouTube is pushing out the notifications late, make sure to follow my Twitter. The videos are going on the Twitter as well. Also follow the Instagram for more interaction. This is Tyrone with Tech Life. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.